All right, my friends, we just pulled up to beautiful yard here in Dayton, Nevada, full of all kinds of treasures. Like, I'm looking at some of the coolest things in the entire world. Giant old airplane and helicopter airframes, tank chassis, every type of military part you can think of. Literally just like, this is like, if I had closed my eyes and had the best dream ever, I get teleported here. We're back here outside of Carson City, Nevada. You guys remember we came out here last May to take a look at a very large collection of aircraft and military vehicles and all sorts of really cool stuff from our friend Rick. Now, Rick is an old guy who has gathered all this stuff throughout his entire life. He has a museum full of all sorts of cool stuff, and he's looking to downsize. He's getting up there in age, and he's ready to start settling down and clearing out some space, and he wants us to be able to help him clear out some of that space. So what we've done is loaded up 3 semis. We got 2 lowboys and our Rawmax 53-foot step deck, and then we've got our 42-foot Rawmax gooseneck trailer. So we got lots of deck space. What is that? I'll do a calculation here in a minute, but probably close to a couple hundred feet worth of deck space to bring stuff home. And I'm talking big, giant, cool, crazy stuff. We're gonna do a couple videos out here. You're gonna see one video where we pick up some really cool like military airframes, helicopter airframes, like some of the most historic, nostalgic stuff in the world that not very many people even know exist, let alone have ever seen. And we're gonna take it back home and do some cool stuff with it. Next up, we're gonna pick up some cool military vehicles like a Hemet wrecker and potentially a military bridge building boat and maybe a tank. And then we're gonna get into the really good stuff and tell you about the deal that I'm gonna make on the CH-46, which is basically the mini Chinook, they call it the Frog, and potentially the Cobra helicopter, and maybe even some of the other aircraft that old Rick has kicking around. So I've been waiting for this day for a long time. It took us forever to come together with a plan and figure out exactly how and when and what we're gonna do. But this is probably gonna be the first of many trips we have to make out here because there's so much stuff that needs to be moved, but it all starts right now. So let's go see the boneyard.
All right, you guys may have noticed that this beautiful Pete is in this video. That beautiful Pete that we gave away, the winner, William Zimmerman out in Virginia. You know, the guy that bought the Hard Work Never Ends t-shirt? He won it, but we worked a deal with him to be able to start making him money with his truck, since he still hasn't picked it up yet, to be able to earn money now. And if you wanna see what that picks up, you're gonna wanna stay tuned to this video and the next one, because it's one of the coolest loads I've ever hauled. The coolest, all right? Stay tuned. Enjoy. Let me know what you think. It's pretty cool, man. There's some treasures in this yard. And some history, and some stories. It's gonna be a good day.
See this nice clean shop behind me? Well, we just got done giving it a facelift, repainting it, redoing the floors, and now I'm gonna use it to teach you a very valuable life lesson brought to you by the sponsor of today's video, Rocket Money. You see, our personal finances are a lot like this nice clean shop. It's a beautiful blank canvas for you to be able to kind of make decisions with, but unfortunately in this day and age, there's a lot of services out there that a lot of us subscribe to and spend money on. And what you don't realize is how quickly those subscriptions start to pile up. Starts like this, next thing you know, you get the shop's starting to get a little packed, a little congested. It's hard to get any real work done. Guys, this is exactly how subscriptions work. You see, we sign up for all these different things, and a lot of times we forget. And what happens is those continue to bill us every single month, pulling our hard-earned cash out of our bank account. So that's where Rocket Money steps in. You can upload your bank statements and they automatically scan them to figure out what subscriptions you're paying for. They provide you with a list and then they tell you, hey, which of these do you want to keep? And then with a few taps, they get to work on getting rid of those unwanted subscriptions and getting your money back in your bank account. Rocket Money can also negotiate lower bills for you. You give them your list of bills and they start negotiating on your behalf to get your bills lower. So they're canceling subscriptions, they're saving you money by lowering your bills. You see, Rocket Money has saved their customers up to $740 per year, and they've canceled over $500 million worth of unwanted subscriptions. Click the link in my description below and go to rocketmoney.com/HeavyDSparks to get a free trial and have them help you start saving money. So thank you, Rocket Money, for sponsoring the video. And guys, cancel those unwanted subscriptions now. Don't let your finances start to fill up like my nice new shop here. I need to get somebody to clean the shop.
Alright, let me show you guys what I would take right now if I could. I would take this big boy right here. Okay? I would set that right here. Okay? Then take these 3 units. Actually, let's go with this. This one is this big one. Then I would go, need a bigger stick. This one. Then I'd go this one. Then I would go this one. And I do that with those 3 right there. Okay? So it would be like the main house, and then like a room, and a room. So let me show you the front door.
Yeah.
And all you need these to do is just be big enough for a room. Front door. We're already there. You would dig out. You would dig out so, you know, you don't walk into it. But you'd almost do like 2 steps up into it, and then boom, you're in the living room.
I mean, it looks like you don't have to do much to it.
No, it's gutted. The thing that you're going for is rare, unique. Obviously, it's not gonna be, you know, you're not gonna do a family reunion here, but you know, you and your buddies are on an adventure and you want a cool place to stay. So then let's say we cut our hole in the side, and that takes us into, you know, guest room number 4. I'm 6'7", and I can stand in here. That I'm 5'8"-ish, but here's a bedroom.
Here comes your first guest.
Bedroom.
Ansel?
You want to step into my bedroom?
Yeah. Did you find a good one?
Do it.
It's a decent little living space.
Let me show you. Let me just run you through this.
Walk me through your plan.
Come here.
Oh, he's got a full plan.
I got a full plan. Pull up the Airbnb. Oh, here's the main
This
house.
was not around. This was not available.
You how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
I just learned this one belongs to a museum in Arizona.
We'll find something else.
You okay?
Damn it. It really ruins it.
Yeah, I know. Trust me. That thing's like a full-blown lobby.
I know. We got to find another one similar.
There's some big ones.
But those are each rooms.
Oh. Little
Because-
chateaus.
Yeah, chateaus. Because they're big enough that you could put a bed in each one of those.
Would that be a chateau or a chalet? I think chalet's bigger. I think these are chateaus.
I thought a chateau this whole time was like a foreign milkshake.
It actually might be. I don't know. That one would be really cool.
So
As you can see, we got lots of ideas.
Yeah.
Hans is about to draw out a master
Big-
plan here.
That.
And talking about the tiny house resort, which honestly, that's one of the ideas that we had for some of the stuff. Some of these helicopter airframes, basically when you see an airframe like the ones you're seeing out here that have been this cannibalized, it's pretty much just impossible to put it back together to ever fly again. It's doable, but it just doesn't make sense. Like there's no reason, and it's actually sometimes not even doable because you could get so far into the build and there's just one piece that you need and there's not one left on the planet and nobody makes it. So a better use for these, rather than just taking them to the scrap pile, is to turn them into either display units for museums or convert them into cool things like tiny homes and little like living spaces. Oh, here's another unit that we're strongly considering bringing home. In fact, I'm like 90% sure this is coming home with us. The thing is, guys, this is really, really, really hard for me because there's a lot of great stuff and we have very limited trailer space and Rick needs a bunch of it gone. So we're trying to figure out how to maximize the trailer space. And, you know, like I said, I've dedicated 2 trailers to equipment and boats and trucks and whatever that is, and 2 trailers to aircraft. And that could potentially change a little bit, but pretty sure that's gonna be the plan for now. I believe this is a MK48. Let's see. Yeah, MK48, which is really cool because the way this works, this is one truck right here. This front section is called the front unit and it detaches and is actually a unit that can operate on its own. Not very well because it relies on the rear unit to be able to steer, so this can go in kind of like a straight line pretty much. And what's cool is you can pull off this back half and attach any sort of attachment.
The MK-48 military truck is a versatile, heavy-duty vehicle designed for military logistics and transport. Built for off-road capability, it can carry a wide range of cargo, including heavy equipment and supplies across challenging terrain. The truck is often used in battlefield support roles, moving troops, ammunition, and supplies quickly and efficiently. The MK-48 is reliable in harsh environments, making it a key asset in military operations worldwide.
The best part about this is Rick bought this, put it all together as a wrecker. Now you guys know we love our wreckers. This is the older Hammett style that has the Detroit engine, which Detroit's fine. They're just loud and a little bit slow and a little bit leaky, but they go forever pretty much. I like the newer ones that have the Cat C15s, but this is still a great, just kind of a, you know, always there, always ready, go recover whatever you want type of recovery rig, because it's got deck space right here. So it's got a knuckle boom crane. You can lift up and recover whatever you want, put it on the deck. It's got the outriggers that you can kind of, you know, set out so you can lift whatever. But what really makes this thing kick ass is this monster 60,000 pound winch. It might even be a bigger winch. Crazy thing about this is this rear unit actually has trailer landing gear. So when you're ready to drop the rear unit, just crank that down, attach this thing to whatever else you want. Also has power to the front and rear, so a driveline that connects all the way through. So it's true 8-wheel drive. I'm assuming this guy's probably got lockers because it's a recovery rig. Just a stout, beefy, really nice wrecker recovery unit, which I believe, if Rick was correct, said, yeah, it has like all the accessories and tools and rigging and like all the expensive stuff that usually gets lost or taken. Yeah, this has got a full hydraulic tool center on it. So this thing right here pulls out. This is actually killer for when we go to move those big dead excavators. We could actually hook this straight into the hydraulic system of a dead machine and operate it off of that.
What?
Yeah.
Where's the hydraulic tank?
Somewhere under there.
Just a big ass auxiliary tank?
Right there is a giant. It's basically a full hydraulic system with all the different fittings and stuff.
So you just plug this into your dead excavator,
Click it in.
but the excavator's got to run.
No, this makes it run. This gives your dead machine hydraulic power.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So the machine doesn't have to run. You have to have some electric power if it's a new machine to be able to like open the solenoids.
Yeah.
But like older machines, you can just plug it in and go. But it basically takes a dead machine and makes it run. But that goes for like snowcats, for any piece of equipment, plug it in and go, which is awesome.
So what, again, just finance was asking, what does this replace at the yard, shop?
See, the thing is, you can't really put like a value on this because you just can't find them anymore. So basically the rule is, if it's something that like you can't replace or you can't find anywhere else, you just take it and then you just hope for the best. It's a good sign. See the throttle location? This is designed for shin splints only. Look at the way your foot has to go. That is... Oh yeah. That way you can push the gas and steer at the same speed. See if she moves. She's gotta build some air pressure. I'm trying to stay away from these older military trucks just because they're more work for us to like keep ready to work all the time, but this thing's pristine. Rick told me that it was recently refurbished at one of the like the military facilities. Military vehicles have to get overhauled at a certain time period no matter what, regardless of how many miles they have. The data tag says this truck was overhauled completely in 2011 when it had 22 original miles. They literally unloaded it, drove around the base, and then waited 10 years and overhauled it. That's nuts. I'm in love. I am already in love. I don't know how fast she goes. We'll find out right here in a minute. Just been sitting in Rick's yard, just waiting for the right person to come along, give it a new home. I'm in love with it. I'm taking it. It's coming home with me. She is a sweet running machine. Just does awesome. Everything about it is so sweet. That big winch, 60,000 pound puller, 12,000 pound knuckle boom crane. I mean, it doesn't get better than that. That is like the ultimate off-road logistics and recovery master. Like, I love it. Decision's made. She's coming home. Now I'm gonna get it back to the yard and figure out which trailer to put it on and get it out of here before I end up doing something dumb. Vehicle number one that's taking up trailer space going on our step deck is gonna be the MK48 wrecker. It's just too cool not to have. All right, Jaime, we got a plan here. We're gonna load up the Hemet right now, but in order to do that, we need either a loading dock or ramps that are heavy enough to hold that truck. We don't have either of those things right now, but we do have a lowboy, so we're gonna use the lowboy to step up and crawl onto the step deck. Should work out perfect. They're just about the right height. So I'm gonna unload this, disconnect the neck. Hans is gonna grab the step deck and pull in and back up behind me, and we'll just walk it up on there. So you're gonna watch us use a little bit of ingenuity here to build our own little makeshift loading ramp. All right, so if this goes the way I think it's going to, you'll see the deck of the step deck is just about the same height as the back of my lowboy. So we use these ramps on here in the lowboy, walk it up, boom, loading ramp.
It's gonna be awesome.
Think anybody's ever done this before?
Whoop. Nice.
I'm a trucker, no big deal.
Load. Yeah, that was great for that trailer. That ramp worked out great too.
Yeah, we're perfect. Perfect ramp.
Probably right at max gross too, which is fantastic.
Just unheard of with us.
Yeah. Not over,
Are you
not
putting
under.
another crane on or something?
I'm gonna go, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna use the trailer space. Get light stuff. I'm gonna grab the boom for this. We got the Hammett loaded. I am so, I cannot tell you how excited I am, man. I think you can tell, it's probably obvious, but damn, I'm excited about that truck. It's gonna be a good one. So now, we gotta pick out our next piece of equipment, which is, again, is a very difficult thing for me to do. I'm thinking about loading the gooseneck, so it can't be something crazy heavy. And, you know, as I go through this stuff, my mind is all over the place. Like, do I want projects? Do I want parts? Do I want complete running vehicles that are just turnkey, ready to go? Do I want stuff like this awesome reclaimed Jet A fuel trailer? I mean, the thing is, I see something like that and I'm like, I gotta have it. But then I'm like, but what would I do with it? A Mark IV bridge building boat, which is kind of a mini version, but it's the beefed up, souped up version. Normally these have just like twin Cummins. This has twin monster ultra jets, which I gotta go figure out what engines it has right now, but this is a bad boy. This is a mean unit, and it's like pristine. So I'm gonna climb up in here and but this thing is stout, durable, strong, powerful. Everything about it is just made to work, and it'd be a great little tugboat for us. So this unit is a really unique one, because bridge building boats, you find them all over the place, but they almost always have just 12 valve Cummins basically. So to have these Steyr marine diesels with the giant Ultrajet pumps, this thing just moves an insane amount of water, and it looks like it's probably either been freshly refurbished before the military got rid of it, or barely ever used, and probably a combination of both.
Are we doing this thing where if you take a boat from here, you have to get rid of a boat back at the shop? I feel like that's what the that's what the finance.
I haven't talked to the finance team about that yet.
Gotcha.
So the plan right now is to just take one, keep one.
We've been doing that for years, and it seems to work out fine.
That's
I guess.
fine.
Keep one, take one.
Yeah.
That's the worst business model
Take one, keep one.
ever.
Look, we're cruising, feeling good. This boat is so sick. I want to find the nearest body of water and just dump it in. And the old timers here want to see it. You want to see this thing float.
I do.
You do.
Yeah.
You put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this thing, and never got to put it in the
Never
water.
got to put it in the water. So
Well, we're
you
gonna.
guys make sure I get to see a video.
Oh, we're gonna make that happen for you in honor of you.
that fold down.
Yep.
Is binding on that
Okay.
pan. We need to.
Yeah,
jiggle
we'll
that
pick
pan
that up
out
and jiggle it
get
into place. Fits on this trailer absolutely perfect. This Raw Max 42-foot gooseneck is literally the game changer of all goosenecks. I've tried every gooseneck out there, and Raw Max has just figured it out. They build the best trailer, best function, best features, best durability, best looks. Everything about it is just like the welds on this thing. You're not going to see any garbage welds on these. If some of the other trailers out there, if you look underneath them, you're going to find absolute trash. Raw Max fit and finish is next to none. Like, their quality is insane. The functionality between the tilt deck, the triple axle dualies, everything about the trailer just works damn well. So, as you can see, the boat trailer just barely fits on here perfectly. Looks like we got the weight balanced about where we need it. So I'm gonna set it down. We'll strap this thing down, and we got another load ready to go. I hate this, by the way, just so we're clear. I hate this.
You hate pulling a trailer with a trailer?
Yeah, because that thing's got good tires. Everything's legit.
That's what we think till 2 in the morning when we're replacing them all.
Middle of a snowstorm.
It's true.
Or a snowstorm. 2 for 2 on pretty loads. I mean, they haven't even been sparked yet. When I say sparked loads, I mean like we haven't stacked another boat on top of that boat yet, so.
2 trailer loads done and ready, and I couldn't be happier with what we got here. Good rock and roll. So we're gonna tie these things down, and then we're gonna get ready for the next video where I go back into that wonderland and figure out what aircraft I'm gonna load up on the low boys. That's gonna be probably way harder than this part was. So buckle up, stay tuned, because the next video, we're gonna be figuring out how to haul massive antique aircraft on low boys across the country. Let's go.